You're watching Xhale Yoga. My name is Daniel. We are out here in the Nowosphere, deep in the heart of the yoga capital of the universe, Austin, Texas. Let's practice some Logos Vinyasa. Let the day begin with discipline. Find an easy seat, ground the base, elongate the spine, elevate the crown to its fullest expression, leave the palms open to receive, close the eyelids, turn inward, and begin to focus on breath. Reducing reaction, experiencing each inhale, and with each exhale, releasing distraction. Reducing reaction to only inhales, only exhales. 5 more on your own. Two. Then, at the bottom of this exhale, you can flicker the eyes open, and for the rest of this exercise, we will be connecting breath to movement and a flowing, at times rigorous meditation. Palms reach out, shoulders back. Inhale, swing the palms over the crown, big stretch. Exhale, thumbs to heart center, Anjala Mudra. Repeat, palms reach out and sweep this inhale over the crown. Lengthen, exhale, thumbs down. One more, just like this, palms reach out like the wings of an eagle. We soar even greater. Exhale to heart. Now let's switch the crossing of the legs, everyone. And now we're going to stretch the side body, float the left palm, and then lean to the left, maintaining an equal base as you tilt, removing any bend from this right elbow, maximizing the stretch here from the fingertip all the way throughout the side body. Then contract the core and rotate the heart towards space. All things deliberate throughout this exercise, every little piece. After 2 more breath cycles, we'll flow to the opposite side, but I'll count it off so we can flock together, happening here in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Two. And at the bottom of this exhale, you can press both palms into the air, reach up, shake it out, squeeze the navel, inhale. Exhale, shift forward to a tabletop position with palms shoulder width distance apart, knees hip width distance apart. Untuck the toes, rotating the biceps slightly forward. Begin to activate the breath, engage the core, drop the belly, lift the gaze, cow pose. Exhale to press curl, round the spine, cat. Inhale, lower the heart, float the tail, Bidalasana. Exhale to round the spine, Majariasana. Take several more rounds of cat and cow to the pace rhythm of the inhale, followed by the exhale. Then after 3 cats and 3 cows, return to all 4 pillars, solid and firm. We're going to extend the right palm forward, left heel back, long, strengthen, breathe in. And on the exhale, we're crossing under, right elbow connects to the left knee, curl. Inhale to reach forward, create length. Exhale, elbow to knee, round the spine. One more just like this, reach forward and extend. Hold, freeze, bend the left knee, point the toes, and take the right fingertips. Big, wide, circling stretch to the lateral edge of the left foot as you rotate the heart 45 degrees up to the right. Press the forefoot into the palm. And draw awareness to the left palm, for it is your primary pillar of support. 2 more breaths. And at the bottom of this exhale, carefully release the bind. Extend forward and reach back. Exhale to soften back down to table. Take a cat, take a cow, reset the table. On this next inhale, the left palm is going to extend forward, right heel back, long and strong. Breathe in. Exhale, crossing under left elbow to the right knee. Inhale, reach forward, extend back. Exhale, elbow to knee, curl. One more just like this. Reach forward, grow long, bend the right knee, and we're going to take the left palm, big, wide heart opening stretch for the lateral edge of the right foot and tilt open to the left. Two more. And at the bottom of this exhale, carefully release the bind, extend forward and reach back, breathe in. Exhale, tabletop. Tuck the toes, breathe in, extend the hips upward. Breathe out, downward facing dog. First one of the exercise. Organic movements here, pedal it out. Stepping into each heel, bending into opposite knee, finding what feels natural. Option to shake out the head or wag the tail, sway the hips from side to side. Stay connected and flow with the movements. Then on this next inhale, shift the gaze forward and rise onto the tops of toes. Then with straight legs, navel in, small steps, we walk forward to the top of the mat, then fold. Uttanasana, Ragdoll variation. Reach for opposite elbows, surrender the weight of the crown. Option to maintain a soft bend or a deep bend in the knees. Allow the torso to sway to the right and left. Stay here or option across the forearms at the base of the nape, reaching for opposite shoulders if this serves you for 2 more breaths. And then at the tail of this exhale, carefully release the bind, lowering the fingertips to the ground, hollow out the belly, and on this next breath in, we begin to unravel the spine, 1 vertebra at a time to equal standing mountain. Sama Tahiti. Finding our roots here, connecting from the soul. Distribute evenly as you stand up straight with the shoulders back, narrowing the distance between the navel and the spine. And on this next inhale, reverse swan dive, palms soar above. Exhale to spread the wings and hinge forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up halfway, flat spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the palms and step the right toes to the back of the mat, runner's lunge. And let's build this foundation. The asana begins at the sole of the left foot, left knee, left heel, vertical straight line. Fully engage the right leg as you plant the right palm, contract, twist, and reach open to the left. Revolved 8, crescent moon A. Then on this next inhale, the left palm is going to dial to the back of the mat, half circle. Exhale to circle the palm forward for runner's lunge. Plant the right palm as you step the left heel back and stack it, side plank to the left. Extending the left palm to a 12 o'clock position. If the wrists are tender or arm balances aren't available to you, you may stagger the feet for balance or come down to the length of shin or even forearm. As long as the core is active and the hips are elevated, your side plank is good. One more inhale here. Exhale to soften the left palm down to a plank position, top of a push-up. Firm line of energy, hips, heels, crown, look forward. Press firm into both palms to get the most rise from these arms. Breathe deep. And on the exhale, slow motion. How slow can you descend, grounding the heart? Untucking the toes, leaving the elbows against the ribs as you sweep the heart from the floor. Baby cobra. Exhale to ground soften. Two more. Lift up, baby cobra. This time, removing pressure from the fingertips, using the strength of the lower body to stay elevated. Breathe and lift up. Exhale to ground. One more just like this, rising onto the fingertips and walk them to the corners of the mat. And on this next inhale, either halfway lift baby cobra, or if you have full cobra available to you, this practice, extend the arms completely. Keep the neck elongated for a full cycle of breath. Exhale to ground. Retread the fingertips beneath the shoulder blades, elbows back to the ribs, tuck the toes, engage the core. And on this next inhale, press up, firm line of energy, Bakasana, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Shift the gaze forward, bend the knees deeply, step or jump to the top of the mat, then fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, roots arise, hollow out the belly, palms reach out, and let's raise the vibration. Palms connect, lengthen through the torso. Exhale, lower the thumbs to the third eye and bow forward in service of your practice. Then lift up halfway, flat spine. Exhale, plant the palms. Now step the left toes to the back of the mat. Runner's lunge and find the foundation. Rooting down through the left toes, maintain a solid vertical base. It is from this base we shall construct a myriad of cosmic expressions. Planting the left palm, contract, twist, and reach open to the right. Parivrita, Ashta Chindrasana, A. Then on this next inhale, the right palm's going to dial to the back of the mat, half circle. And exhale to swing this palm forward like a Ferris wheel for Anjaneyasana. Plant the left palm, step the right heel back and stack it. Side plank to the right. One more slow side body breath into the base. And on the exhale, lower the right palm back down to a plank position. Challenge here to draw in, drag in, sip in the longest, slowest, deepest breath of this day. And on the exhale, slow motion, either baby cobra or freeze at low plank chaturanga, untucking the toes, pressing upward facing dog, legs active, knees hover, exhale, downward facing dog. This set of actions is the vinyasa for this exercise. I offer many. Challenge yourself, take them all, or skip them as necessary. Shift the gaze forward, please. Bend the knees deeply. Step, arrive to the top of the mat, then fold, Uttanasana. Inhale to salute the sun, palms reach out. This time, interlacing the thumbs, creating resistance, locate the center. Draw the biceps back by the ears, melt the shoulders away from the ears. Breathe in slow, deep, full. Exhale to flurry forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up halfway, flat spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the palms, step or jump back to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Then move through this vinyasa. One inhale, upward facing dog. For one exhale, downward facing dog. Let's check our dogs here. By shortening the stance, walk the palms toward the toes far enough to make heel to earth contact, like an inverted V. And for the next 3 breaths, explore the space beneath the skin, connect to the body mind. The body is the unconscious mind. Look, listen, what does it speak? Then from this space, continue to walk the palms all the way to the back of the mat, folding forward as you squeeze the navel in, bend the knees deep, sink the hips low, hover the palms. Then on this next inhale, extending the palms over the crown, Uttanasana chair. Exhale to sink and squeeze, and inhale. We are compressing organs, activating metabolism, stimulating digestion. And then on this next exhale, can you sink a little deeper? Can you squeeze a little more firmly? Then inhale. Exhale to dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, lower the palms and walk them forward back to your regular downward facing dog, sun salutation B. Tilt the hips back. Next inhale, extends the right heel high, 3-legged down dog. First 3 breaths, press through the heel, rotating the forefoot toward the mat. Where can you lengthen, strengthen, sharpen? Next 2 breaths, bend the right knee, rotate the hip right over left while maintaining equal pressure into the palms. Breathe in, extend the right heel, point the toes, engage. Exhale, draw the knee to your nose, curl, shift forward, freeze. Inhale to swing the right heel back to space. Exhale, knee to nose, curl, shift forward, then step forward, runner's lunge. Prepare the foundation, engage the center, and then give rise. Crescent warrior. With each inhale, expanding as prana floats. Each exhale, revising, settling the foundation, achieving buoyancy into this left leg, connected to the deep strength, the deepest strength, the ability to lift yourself. And on this next inhale, reach even greater, squeeze firmly. And on the exhale, W the arms, tilt the head back, extend the heart up. And at the bottom of this breath, reach up and grow. Exhale, W the arms and lean back. One more, just like this, reaches you even greater than before. And listen carefully on the exhale, we rotate the left heel down and open up into warrior 2. Hips open, right knee in a straight line over the forward facing toes. If for any reason the knee is tilted inward or off kilter, proper form is to take the right sit bone and bring it inbound, bring it inward as it presses the left one away, lunging forward, creating a straight line of invisible line of energy from the right heel to the arch of the left foot. Turn the front palm and reach up, peaceful warrior. Exhale, we're gonna cartwheel the palms down frame by frame. Left palm rotates with the left toes, lowering into runner's lunge. As you step the right heel back 3-legged and fall halfway chaturanga, and the toes follow. And float you through this 3-legged vinyasa. One breath per one action, back to downward facing dog. DFD side B, yeah, you know me. Next inhale, extends the left heel high. Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana, second verse, same as the first. First 3 breaths, find your fullest expression. Next 2 breaths, bend the left knee, rotate the hip, left over right. Inhale, extends the left heel, point the toes and prepare. Exhale, draw the knee to your nose, curl, shift forward. Inhale, swing the left heel back to space. Exhale, knee to nose, curl, shift forward, and step forward, runner's lunge. Prepare, engage, and ascend. Astra Chandrasana. Stay fierce. Stay focused. One more inhale lifts you even greater. And on the exhale, we open up into Warrior 2. Turn the palm, reach up, peaceful warrior. And on the exhale, we're going to rainbow the palms down, articulate, and take a vinyasa. Step the left heel back and flow with the movement. Back to downward facing dog. All right, friends, we're going to repeat this sequence again. This sun B, this time 1 breath, this time 1 movement, this time 1 breath per 1 movement. Here we flow. Shift the gaze forward, please. Bend the knees deeply. Step or pounce to the top of the mat, then fold. As you squeeze the navel in, bend the knees deep. Sink the hips, hover the palms. Then breathe up, lift up, chair. Exhale to sink, then squeeze, then breathe in. Exhale to tumble forward, fold. Inhale, lift up, halfway, flat spine. Exhale, plant the palms, step or jump back, vinyasa, flow. Downward facing dog. Next inhale, extends the right heel high, 3-legged. Exhale to step it forward, runner's lunge, solid firm ground. Inhale, crescent warrior. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, vinyasa. Windmill the palms down and step back. 1 breath for 1 action. Downward facing dog. Next inhale, extends the left heel high. Exhale to step on through to the other side. Inhale, Astra Chandrasana. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, Priparita Virabhadrasana. Exhale, Vinyasa. Flow with the movement. Adho Mukha Svanasana. All right, friends, let's take a short rest here. Child's pose, Balasana. Seal the base of the thighs, to the heels. Extend the palms forward and give the third eye a down. Or reach the palms behind you, open to receive. Or come seated to heels like a thunderbolt and take a sip of water. New friends, old friends, I speak each level in this space. Option to follow each cue carefully. Option to listen to it speaks to you. Option to tune this out and go with the flow. This practice belongs to you. If at any point throughout this exercise you find yourself chasing the breath, losing connection, proper form is to seek rest until you're ready to dive back in. Shift forward, please. Downward facing dog. From down dog, shift forward to a plank position. Solid, firm breath. Breathe in. Exhale. Ground the heart for Sphinx. Walk the palms forward, spread the fingers apart. Forearms stay parallel. Elbows an inch in front of the shoulders. Forefoot active, knees hover just a bit. Friends, we saluted the sun. We established the foundation, but thou shalt not pass the core. The core is the source of your physical power. So tuck the toes, engage the center, then extend the hips up in a firm line, forearm plank on 60 counts beginning now. 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Side out, disengage. Align the heart, lower the chin to the mat. Knees hover, forefoot still active, as we're gonna take the palms to the base of the spine. Interlace the fingers, press the palms, then extend over the tailbone for this locust expression, hovering the forefoot. Dare to breathe. Option to stoke the Kali Mudra, extending the index finger and wrapping the thumbs. One more inhale lifts you even greater. And exhale to carefully disengage. Reach out the palms beneath the shoulder blades, elbows back to the ribs. Press the hips up to the heels. Back to our thunderbolt position, Vajrasana. So this can be used as an alternative rest to child's pose at any point. Seated on heels, cupping the palms, sit up straight, shoulders back, core active always, ever. In here, out there, but especially out there and in here. From here, let's shift the hips to either side and extend the legs forward. Staff pose. Distribute evenly along the base, all things deliberate. Even seated, we pay focus to the base. Reach the palms forward, keep the arms plugged in, and then from here we're going to hover the shins parallel to the floor and to the ceiling, but draw the shoulders back, keep the neck long, and look up. Navasana boat pose. Exhale, lower to a hover without pinning the shoulders. without tapping the heels. Express the lungs. And inhale, lift up, high boat. Exhale, low boat, hover, freeze, chill, and wait. Here we go. Inhale, high boat. Exhale, low boat. 3 out of 5. There are 2 more. Here we flow. Coming up, number 4. Exhale, lower to a simmer. Now, friends, on this last one, how many fibers can you activate? How slowly can you articulate this high boat expression? Exhale, lower to a hover for 10, 9, point the toes, 8, scissor kick, 7, 6, or find angels in the carpet, free falling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, disengage. Keep the arms along the side body, palms face down. Press through the heels, big toes together to touch. Squeeze the core, and on this inhale, legs come up the wall pose. Just a little inversion here to get some fresh blood moving from the lower to the upper. Breathe in. And exhale, lower the heels 1/3 of the way. Breathe. Exhale, lower the heels 2/3 of the way, styling and profiling. Inhale. Exhale, lower the heels to a hover without tapping. Do not tap. Inhale, legs up the wall. Exhale, lower 1/3. Inhale here. Exhale, lower 2/3. One more just like this. And exhale, lower to a hover. One more round, friends. You got this. Here we go. Inhale, legs up the wall. Exhale, lower 1/3. Breathe in. Exhale, 2/3. Got this. One more inhale here. And exhale, lower to a hover for 5, point the toes, 4, 3, Pilates pumps, 2, 1, and disengage. Sigh it out. Left hand to the heart, right hand to the belly. Bend the knees, walk the heels inbound, and just sway the knees to and from and reconnect. Next challenge. We're going to traction the palms to the base of the thighs. Then begin to start rocking and rolling the frame up and down the length of the mat until one of 3 Sukhasana will serve you, or gain enough momentum to roll to equal standing mountain pose, or perhaps gaining enough momentum if you want to cross the legs and roll through to chaturanga. And take a vinyasa. All levels means choose your own adventure. And then from here, we're all going to step to the center of the mat. So as we transition from segment to segment, we re-establish the base. So show a strong, sturdy mountain. And now let's practice some balance. Let's next inhale, reverse swan dive, pinkies in, thumbs out, and let's sink back into chair. Setting up for eagle, Garudasana. We're going to actively eagle wrap by swinging the left arm underneath the right tricep, crossing at the forearms, shimming the palms into prayer, sinking low in the hips, pulling everything toward the midline, then rise onto the left toes, and then extend the heel as high over the thigh as you can, eagle wrapping the leg, looking to hide perhaps the left toes behind the right calf. Not quite in my practice, but that's okay. Find the center, squeeze, and then can extend the elbows to the shoulders. Eagle pose. Stay focused. Only inhales, only exhales. 2 more breaths. At the bottom of this breath, carefully unwind and step to the left. Whew. All right. Side B. From mountain, reverse swan dive, palms circle above. Exhale to sink back into chair. Then eagle wrap, the right arm swings underneath the left. Get low, rise into the right toes, and then lift the heel high and eagle wrap, side B. One side may be unlike the other. And remember, friends, failure is always an option because failure is always informative. Stay present. Two more breaths. And then at the tail of this exhale, carefully unwind. Step down to the right. Whew. Shake it out. All right. So back to the center of the mat. Let's step the feet mat width distance apart, heels in, toes out, sit up, stand up straight. Draw the navel in. And on this inhale, reverse swan dive, palms reach up. Lengthen, and then exhale, Navasana yogi squat. So elbows to the knees. If this is new school, or if it's been a while, but if you're here every day, you can drop the base, pressing the palms firm, anchoring the elbows to the inside of each respective knee. Remembering, friends, this is a standing posture, so the hips are low, but the spine is elongated, the crown is elevated to its fullest expression. And then from here, draw the palms in front of you, just to draw awareness to where the center sends you. And then from here, lowering the palms to the earth as you bring the hips back up, heel toe to big toes together to touch. And then we're coming back down, 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 seated to heels. So big toes are as close together as you can. Seated to heels. This is a perfect expression here. We could just practice a toe stretch, or if you want to practice crow, Bakasana, I'll guide you through that. So we want to take these things right here, your talons, because we're doing bird stuff, and we're going to reach the palms forward 45 degrees in front of you. Squeeze the core in, everything toward the midline. Keep the elbows behind the arms as you lift up. Stay here, this is perfectly fine. Or maybe lean forward a little bit, maybe lifting one set of toes, maybe lifting a second set of toes for crow pose. Only inhales, only exhales. Three more breaths. The handstand is very intermediate. I just do it because this is also my yoga practice. Don't ever feel pressured to do everything that I do. All right. When you're ready, you can jump back and take a vinyasa and meet back in downward facing dog. All right, friends, main course of the daily bread. Here we flow. Next inhale, extends the right heel high, three-legged. Exhale to step it forward, runner's lunge, solid ground. As you dial the left heel down, lining up the right heel to the arch of the left foot, as if you're gonna balance on a tightrope. Crawl the left fingertips forward. How gracefully can you expand and fan open? Warrior two. 5 breaths, 5 points of light in this constellation. Number one is a deep lunge in the right knee, toes forward. For number two, a fully engaged left leg, lateral edge parallel, or maybe a slight inner rotation of the left hip. For number 3, shoulders and hips are squared forward. Number 4, a straight line of energy from fingertip to fingertip. Then number 5, crown elevated, fullest expression, drishti flowing just past the right middle finger. Turn the front palm and reach up, peaceful warrior, but stay, hold, freeze, breathe, deep lunge, inhale. And exhale, gonna dial the palms to a 12 in 6 position, extended side angle. Option to rest the elbow to the top of the thigh above the knee. Option to hover the forearm to the inside of the right ankle as you extend this south paw to a 12 o'clock position. Noon or midnight matters less unless you have an alternative expression, perhaps the 45-degree straight line of energy, or maybe even a bind behind the spine, or even bird of paradise. Extended side angle is the peak posture for this exercise, which means we are here for approximately 2 extra breaths. Birds and binds, you're in a time zone of your own. Side angles. 2 more breaths. One more breath within. Always remain for the breath without, because it's at the bottom of the exhale that we rotate the palms back up to warrior 2. Spiritus exhale, side out. Then lengthen through the right knee, shift the hips back, keep the arms parallel, setting up for triangle, Trikonasana. Surf the upper half forward and dial the palms into a vertical line. Take up space. Imagine that you're carrying a large canvas through a narrow corridor. Stay connected, and you'll be the observer, not the actor, and see that triangle, side angle, warrior 2, and reverse warrior all share an identical vertical base. 2 more breaths. And at the bottom of this breath cycle, rotate the palms back up to a horizontal line. And then let's rotate the heels over here to the left for our 5 points of light. A 5-pointed star, Utthita Tadasana, with both feet forward, lateral edges parallel. First 3 breaths, sparkle, shimmer, shine. Take up space. When you do, your frequency increases, your esteem levitates. Then seal the Gyan Mudra, index fingers, thumbs, and spread the wings wide. Press the heart forward, squeeze the center middle, breathe deep. And on the exhale, a wide-legged forward bend. Turn the palms, interlace the fingers, and then press the palms north toward the crown. Option to stoke the Kali Mudra. Perhaps over time, experimenting, heel toeing wide enough to make contact from the crown to the ground. Stay connected, and perhaps even discover a speck of rest at the bottom of this position. 2 more breaths. Then at the tail of this exhale, carefully release the bind, lowering both palms to the ground, connecting the thumbs in a straight line. Stay low. Hover the palms an inch, and spread the wings a mile. Then on this inhale, we flare open to our 5 points of light. Woo! Breathe in. Then rotate the right heel to the front of the mat, and without seam, step into warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, windmill the palms down, vinyasa. Flow. Downward facing dog. Next inhale, extends the left heel high, 3 legs. Exhale to step on through Anjaneyasana. Dial the right heel down, lining up the left heel to the arch of the right foot. Crawl the right fingertips forward and spiral open, Virabhadrasana 2. 5 breaths, 5 opportunities. 5 inhalations expand you. 5 exhalations revise you. Where can you deepen, straighten, sharpen? Turn the palm and reach up, Preparita Virabhadrasana, but stay for the exhale. Maintain the deep lunge, 90 degrees into the left knee. Breathe and look up. And exhale, rotate the palms back to 12, back to 6. Utthita Parsvakonasana, extended side angle. Birds and vines, do the things. Side angles, the ability to observe without evaluating is the highest form of intelligence. Two more breaths. 1. And then at the bottom of this exhale, lift the palms back up through Warrior 2. Exhale, side out. Lengthen through the left leg, shift the hips back, arms parallel, and now spin the heels over here to the right, back to our 5 points of light. Now remember, friends, that right and left sometimes is different from me to you because I am mirroring and also I need to be facing the camera. So let's go heels in, toes out, lift up. And on the exhale, let's lower the palms to the thighs, sink low, look forward, breathe deep. And exhale, lower the left shoulder, gaze over right. Stay, hold, freeze, and use the palm to press it, twist it, turn it, torque it, and bend it. And then at the bottom of this breath cycle, return back to center. Full, deep body breath. Exhale, lower the right shoulder, gaze over left. Stay. Breathe. Deepen. One more. And then at the tail of this exhale, return back to center. Seal the Gyan Mudra. These things right here. And then we're going to rise on up, lifting up. Biggest inhale, most expansion yet. And exhale, we're going to drop down into Goddess pose. Sink low, align the spine with the crown. Be the burn. Option to take organic movements, swaying from side to side. As long as you're connecting breath to the movement, you are in that flow state. I'm not a dancer, but I can flow. And return to center on this next exhale. Can you sink a little deeper? Can you burn a little more brightly? Then at the bottom of this breath, we flare back open to our 5 points of light. Woo! Return all 10 toes forward, lateral edges parallel. Breathe deep. And on the exhale, rotate the left heel to the front of the mat and step into Warrior 2. Turn the palm and reach up, Peaceful Warrior. Exhale, last vinyasa of class. Let it be known. Downward facing dog. Friends, it's already time to cool down. Tilt the hips back. Then extend the right heel high, three-legged, setting up for half pigeon. Exhale, draw the knee forward, rest it behind the right wrist as you drape the torso over the thigh. Extending the left leg back, untucking the toes, palms and elbows inbound, find the center. Press up, vertical pigeon, glance over the left shoulder, then resting pigeon. Walk the palms forward to the forearms or extend them completely. Give your third eye a down. Three more breaths. And then when you are ready, you can carefully begin to reanimate this pigeon, one feather, one quill at a time, retracing and treading the palms beneath the shoulder blades, vertical line, engage, tuck the left toes, prepare. Then press up and extend the right heel back to space, three-legged, bending the right knee, rotating the hip right over left, organic movements here, clockwise, counterclockwise, or otherwise. If you have a wild thing in your practice and want to flip your dog, hover the right palm and carefully turn the torso over to the left while extending the hips upward with the right palm reaching forward, facing up. The left palm is your primary pillar of support. Know thyself. If you build it, he will come. And then and only when you're ready to return, how many fibers can you activate? How much articulation can you express as you press through this extended side plank through the heel, rotating into a three-legged down dog on an inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog or bonus logos. Vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Next inhale, extends the left heel high. Half pigeon. Draw the knee forward, rest it behind the left wrist. Right leg back. Drape the torso. Palms and elbows inbound, find the middle. Press up, vertical pigeon. Glance over the left shoulder. Then go to sleep. Three more breaths. Then, just as mindfully as you operated on its opposite, begin to reanimate one strand by one, by one, by one. Plant the palms, tuck the right toes, engage, and then press up, extend the left heel back to space, bending the left knee, rotating the hip, restorative, actions. Stay here or Karasana. Hover the left palm, then turn over. Let the right palm support you. Now imagine you're at the bottom of the sea. How slow can you flow? How many ripples can you create? How much transformation can you ignite combining a single breath? Inhale with one rotation, three-legged. Exhale, downward facing dog, or get that bonus logos. Downward facing dog. Tilt the gaze forward and step through to a seat. Legs come forward. Staff pose. Sit up straight, shoulders back. Core better be active, always ever. Connect the pinky fingers and the thumbs. Open the petals of this lotus. Then reach up and grab for your dharma, which is your path. Breathe deep. And exhale a seated forward bend. Reach for the ankles, the lateral edges of both feet. Or take the peace fingers to the big toes and flex yourself forward. Bringing awareness back to the core. The more firmly you can squeeze the core, the deeper engagement you'll achieve in a forward bend. And then from here, you can carefully disengage. Let's take the heels wide for the wide-legged version of this evening. Distribute evenly, keep the heels flexed, breathe deep, keep the core drawn in, and then just using gravity to hinge forward. Option if you want the traction of fingertips forward, or you could take the peace fingers again, reaching for the big toes and flex yourself forward, never forcing into anything. There are no guarantees in life, but if you practice these asanas each day, you will become longer, you will become stronger. And then from here, you can carefully disengage. Let's draw both soles of the feet together for Baddha Konasana, which is butterfly. Reach for the pinky edges of both feet. Ground the base, sit up straight, shoulders back. Or you could turn this into a forward lean by hinging forward, pressing the elbows into the calves. And then from here, you can carefully disengage. I'm kind of laughing a little bit because I'm practicing smiling more on camera. When I went to edit, I noticed throughout these things that I just look fierce, like I'm in a bad mood or something. So it's like, wait, these videos are going to be seen sometime in the future. You better smile. All right, extend the legs forward. Staff pose, Dandasana. Hover the palms, and then in slow motion, we're going to carefully make our way all the way down to the shoulder blades. Arms along the side body extended, palms face down. Bend the knees, walk the heels toward you. Longest finger reaches the heels. And then for this practice, we're going to take this right heel and cross it over the left thigh just above the knee. Keep the heel flexed like a figure four. And then outstretch the arms, tilt the hips over to the left as you send your gaze to the right. A supine stretch with figure 4 legs. Woo! And then from here, you can draw the knees back to center, uncross the legs, replace the soles. Now left heel crosses over the right thigh above the knee. Keep it flexed. Outstretch the arms and tilt the hips over to the right. And then from here, draw the knees back to center. Uncross the legs, lower the soles of the feet to the earth. Knees hip width distance apart. Lengthen the arms along the side body, setting up for supported bridge pose first. Setu Bandhasana, as it is. Expel any remaining wind from the lungs. Then, on this inhale, we're going to extend the hips upward, chin away from the chest, pressing the palms firm into the mat, or if you want to take the bind, interlace the fingers and extend the fists as you tuck in one shoulder, then it's opposite, the rising and sinking. And then if you still have the bind, be kind, rewind and soften the spine. Friends, we can practice bridge again, or if you need relaxation like right now, I feel you. You can draw the soles of the feet together and let the knees fall as you pull the heels toward the root. Left hand heart, right hand belly for Supta Baddha Konasana, which is reclined butterfly. Or if you still got some energy left that you just have to express, we can practice wheel. I'll cue for wheel or take bridge or chill. So wheel goes like this. You return the soles to the bridge position, and we're going to plant the palms beside each ear, elbows come up, shoulder width distance apart. Before we lift off, I just want to give a reminder. When we lift off, try to avoid heels in, toes out. Keep the forefoot straight. It's the most common misalignment that I observe as an instructor. To the underinitiated, that is. First, exhaling any remaining wind. And then inhale to extend the hips up. And then you can press up and lift the crown. Option to reconnect the top of the crown or extend the arms completely. And hips up for wheel, Urdhva Dhanurasana. Breathe evenly. And then when you are ready to come back down, carefully tuck the chin and lower the shoulders and vertebra back to the mat gently, very gently. All right, let's take the knees and draw them into the heart. Give yourself a tight squeeze for all of the maintenance, order, and logos that we just went through together. Reaching across the shins for opposite elbows like a tiny little package. Maybe tuck the chin, point the toes. And if you want to take happy baby, reach between the knees for the lateral edges of both feet. Soles upward facing, body sinking, surrendering, dissipating, disappearing into the mat, into that long forgotten space, free of care. This is the final posture for this exercise. If there's something I didn't think of or get around to that you want to practice, go for it here. Otherwise, When you are ready, you may fan and expand, open into your final relaxation, extending the arms and legs the length of the mat, heels to the corners. Allow the toes to fall. Leave the palms open to receive. Keep the shoulders grounded so that the heart stays elevated. This is your corpse pose. Shavasana. Then as we complete the cycle for this exercise, it begins again with this next inhale. The first inhale into the new Nowosphere. The space for life is only ever lived. Send this awareness throughout the body, energetic. Let this light illuminate the heart space as it outflows, then inflows, passing through the throat chakra. Send this awareness into the third eye, the pineal gland, seat of intuition. Then reanimate by reaching the palms beyond the crown. Long good morning stretch. Point the toes, lengthen. And then from here, bending into both knees, aligning with the palms, and then rolling over to the left side body, placing the palm by the brow. And then from here, pressing back up to Sukhasana, an easy seat, as we conclude this practice the same way we began. Thank you for sharing your practice with me and for the gift of your presence. And thank yourselves for stepping into radical action on this destination-less journey to become the greatest of all time at all the things only you are qualified to become: the kindest, wisest, most patient, most forgiving, most generous. There's most forgiving. There's no vibration that exceeds God's grace. Longest, strongest version of yourself. Take this energy into the rest of your day. My name is Daniel, and thank you, friends, for sharing Exhale with your friends. Namaste.